On this episode, I'll be unboxing whatever's in here. I don't know what's inside. It was sent to me by Flair Records, and let's take a look at it together. It's time to cue the music. Hello everybody, welcome to the show. It's Ralph, and if you follow me on social media, you're probably saying to yourself, hey wait, Ralph said he was going to go on hiatus for the remainder of the year and not do any unboxings. The day after I announced that, this came in the mail from Flair Records. I don't know what it is, and I want to make sure that we find out together. I feel like after my Time Bandits review, they were probably excited about what I thought about that and decided to send me some stuff. No idea what's in here. So I figured, even though it's only been like a couple days, I'd fire up the show again and do this most likely one last unboxing for the year. We'll see. I don't have really a lot of pre-orders coming out. I have a Godzilla vs. Megaguirus that's pre-ordered. I don't know when that's showing up. I've just been absolutely busy working on the film, which I mentioned before. If you're not familiar, I'm doing a documentary about Lost with director Taylor Morden. We're producing it, and it's currently, as of this recording, doing pretty well over at Indiegogo. So if you want to check it out, Getting Lost Doc is the URL. And check it out. There's a first look with some footage that we shot for the movie, and check that out. So Flair sent me this, and I asked them, I said, hey, should I just open this in private? And they're like, well, I mean, yeah, you can, but I thought you were on hiatus. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I could do it on the show still. It's just I have so many things going on right now, but I think I could carve out, a good 15 minutes to open this up in front of the camera for you guys and give you guys some publicity. I have literally zero idea what's in here. If you watch that Time Bandits unboxing, I mentioned that they had talked about sending me something. Their stuff is usually horror related, which I'm like, I'm cool, I'm not into horror stuff, but I mean, I'll take and review anything. So this isn't a purchase. This is the first unboxing I'm doing of a record that I didn't purchase. I don't even think any of my unboxings are stuff. Well, I mean, they're like gifts. Like people sent me like, gift cards for Mondo and for Waxwork and stuff, and those were gifts. So this is my first bit of swag. Like, I've never gotten anything to put on the show, and I have no idea what's in here. I can see that it's a gatefold. I'm going to try to reach in here to see if there's any sort of note. I don't know if I'll read that here. So I'm going to read this. And pardon me, I'm not the strongest reader, especially when it comes to people watching me read, so hopefully I can get this. It says, thank you so much for the Time Bandits unboxing video and review. We are very proud of that release and beyond happy to see fans such as yourself enjoying it so much. I did. Check out my review on my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube, go to the unboxing, and in the description I have a review with detailed photos. That release was amazing. I know I mentioned it in the unboxing how cool it looked, but just the sound quality and everything put together was great. The George Harrison song, I kind of missed it, but after reading the description of what they went through, what Flair went through to get this album produced, and how they would have had to take off one of the cue tracks in order to put in the George Harrison thing, I'm glad they made the decision that they did, because I wouldn't want to miss any of that music on the record. So what I do, you can set up your HomePod or any Siri sort of thing, or your Amazon Echoes or whatever, your Alexas, and let them know, hey, cue up Only a Dream Away by George Harrison, and then as soon as the album gets to the point where it ends, then you just hit play on that device and you're good to go. So anyway, no big deal. And they continue. So I know you're not a giant fan of horror scores, but I think The Lady in White might be right up your alley. It transcends horror, as does the film, into a realm of its own. It's a deeply personal film and delightful 80s score that is more The Goonies and Poltergeist than Exorcist. I think you'll enjoy it. It was our first release and we wouldn't be here without it. Thank you again for all that you do in the film score realm, and I would love to come on the podcast to talk about our releases as well as share some of our love of film music. Vinyl lives, Scare Flair. So absolutely 100% get on board. So it sounds like this is Lady in White is in here, which I gotta tell you guys, my wife is going to be very excited about, because I haven't seen Lady in White, and we are coming up on Halloween season. It's one of my wife's favorite movies that I just haven't gotten around to watch, and so Scare Flair, this is going to be for her. And we'll see if I can get her in here after the show. So this is release of Lady in White. It's really hefty. This is a really hefty record. Is it 2 records? Is it 1? I have no idea. So let's get here. Let's get that hype sticker in there. And if you want your own copy of Lady in White, go ahead and scan that barcode on Discogs and add it to your collection or your want list. So I know nothing about this release. So it's a complete and expanded score available for the first time on vinyl, arranged by Frank LaLoggia. It's a 2 LP, gatefold jacket, 140 gram vinyl, completely remastered for vinyl, featuring new art by Brad Mrock. Brad Mrock did the gatefold for Time Bandits. So let's pop this open and take a look. So here's the thing. I'm going to have to review this, but I may have to watch the movie first. So this is interesting. I don't think I've done a lot of unboxings where I haven't seen the movie. So let's get this off here. My wife's going to flip for this. I might call her in here. So here's the cover. Again, I haven't seen the movie, but it looks like it's a really cool. It's this kid. Is it Lucas Haas? Is Lucas Haas the kid? I think Lucas Haas is the kid. I'm not sure. Hold on. Is there anything on the back? Is there? I don't think there's liner notes. But based on this design, I think it might be Lucas Haas. I think I knew that. But it's him looking up, and there's a lady sort of bent over backwards and hovering. Really interesting design, and I really enjoy it. And again, they're telling me it's not a horror movie. I'm assuming it is somewhat spooky, because here we have the record, the music by John Massari. John Massari. Oh shit! Am I messing this up? Did he do Killer Clowns? Am I thinking of the right guy? This is so weird doing one of these with no prep. I'm very much enjoying doing this, but also anything I get wrong, I will know after I edit and post. But if I get it wrong, please be kind to me in the comments, because usually I have a little time to prep. So there you go. Oh, this is nice and clean. Great work on the packaging. Keep seeing something in the reflection, but maybe I'm seeing something. But okay, there you go. There's everything you need to know. So I think Sean Wheeler, it says Sean and Natasha Wheeler are the executive producers. I believe Sean is the one who's in contact with me through Scare Flair. But as I was saying, if it doesn't look like that, looks spooky to me. So if it's just spooky, that's fine. But I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know what he's holding. And then there's the lady in the window. Reminds me of Salem's Lot, the little kid. Let's take a look at the gatefold. I have no idea what to expect. If it's art, if it's liner notes. or what? Oh, so there we go. It's this gatefold art. Again, I love the sort of the cherry blossoms. Anne Montgomery, 1917 to 1951, mother. So apparently someone's kids die. And then over here, Melissa Ann Montgomery, 1941 to 1951, daughter. So it sounds like this daughter, this is the daughter to this woman, Anne, and maybe that's a ghost. I'm gonna have to watch this before I review it. Let's get inside here and see what we can find. I'm gonna see if there's any. There's no liner notes, which is good because I don't know what I'll be able to comprehend. First of all, look at this label. Oh, this is neat. So this is Suite A and Suite B. It's, I'm assuming this is side A, and it's him looking out through the window. But on the label on the other side, it shows the reverse view. So that's kind of cool. Let's take a look at this. It looks like it is a black vinyl, which I don't get a lot of black vinyl, and I don't know why. I think it's mostly for the show, but it's a beautiful black vinyl. Look at, you can see everything in the reflection. I don't think I've done an unboxing of my black vinyl. Look at, you have Ray as my wallpaper. There's an image of me. It's you're getting a little insight into my world. If you look closely, you can see my Buster Crabbe, Flash Gordon, some Madman figures, some Green Lantern guys. There's me. So it looks like we're getting these are black vinyl, which is totally fine. They sound great. Also, I feel like if this movie takes place somewhere around the 1950s, like black vinyl is the way to go. I know that Mondo just put out like That Thing You Do, and why it's not on black vinyl is beyond me, because I feel like that should be a classic thing. Okay, Scare Flair, guys, this looks scary. I mean, that doesn't look scary. But look at that. And again, this is black vinyl. Which is awesome. It's a nice weight to it. I gotta say, I'm really excited to check this out. I think what's gonna happen is tonight I'm gonna watch the movie, because I'm pretty sure we have it on our hard drive, because my wife loves it, and I'm going to then listen to the music by John Massari, who I swear he did Killer Clowns. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in thinking that? Am I thinking of somebody completely different? Anyway, and then I'll have a full review of this on my Instagram at instagram.com/cuethemusicpodcast. It'll also show up here on YouTube. You can find that review in the description once it's written. And I will have pictures of all of these things so you can get a closer look without the glare over there on my Instagram and my pretty much every social. I'm going to have a link to it. So, there you go. Lady in White from Scare Flair. Scare Flair, thanks again. The next time you're doing any sort of upcoming release, let me know. Come on the show. We'll talk about it. You did tease something, a title. You mentioned a title a couple of times in our DM messages. And if you're doing that score, that's a 100% purchase for me. And I want you to come on for that 100%. If I'm thinking, if it's the movie you mentioned, asking if I like that one. So until next time, hopefully we'll get that. I'm not going to say what it is here because I don't know if it's announced, but it was interesting that they brought up that movie and asked if I liked it, because I do like that movie. And if you're doing the score, I want that score big time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Come and join me. Everybody, thanks for watching this episode. I'm sorry it was a little rough around the edges. It's really tough when I don't know what I'm opening, because usually I have prep as soon as a record starts shipping to me, I start thinking about what I want to say about the movie, what I want to say about the score. I know who does the score and stuff like that. So this was a little bit of a fun one. And anybody, hey, listen, if anybody wants to send me free records to review on here and to unbox, by all means, go for it. I'm not against free stuff. So thank you, everybody. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye. Hey, Stevie.
Oh my God! Give it to me.
I need to watch the movie.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking to put it. I mean, you could put it on. You could put it on.
It's been on my list of to watch for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember being so creepy when I was little. I wasn't that little.
Yeah. Is it Lucas Haas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, I mean, the cover, it looks like Lucas Haas.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just be like, oh, because of the ears.
Yeah.
So it's a good artist rendering of Lucas Haas. It's not.
Yeah, you can see his ears when he's wearing this mask.
Oh, that's him wearing the mask?
Yeah, he's got his head and the mask is on top.
Okay.
You can see him holding his little beanie.
Yeah, I just saw that there's like a shadow in the window, and I'm like, I don't know, it looks scary. It's like for kids though, right?
Yeah, he gets locked into the school one night.
Oh.
And so he's all by himself in the school. It doesn't all take place in the school.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll watch it.
Yeah.
I think it's on the hard drive though.
Yeah.